Same question I just ended with Bryce in terms of the 42-6 sign. You talked about that Tuesday and how much motivation that was. So, how much motivation was it?
It was a lot of motivation. That's actually, honestly, that was the motivation for our whole offseason. Like that same exact team out there embarrassed us last year. We had some, like Bryce said, we had some ongoing stuff with COVID, different things like that. But at the same time, the product we put out there, we were embarrassed by that. So they motivated us as a program more than anything.
You guys gave up a few big plays defensively, but overall, how'd you think you did?
I feel like we were pretty solid. We definitely gave them like some explosive plays, some things that were very uncharacteristic for us, but we made enough negative plays to kind of wash those out. So we kind of ended up even to where we just had to make plays, and they made plays, and we made more than they did going down the stretch.
Going against the Heisman Trophy candidate running back, he goes for 70 yards on the third play of the game. Are you thinking, oh, man, here we go? Or is it like, all right, we really got to shut it down now? Because after that, other than the other long run, I think he averaged 2 yards a carry on 20 attempts.
Yes, it's literally the same exact thing that happened last week. TCU take a kick back for a touchdown. We come out, we settle down on defense. I mean, we had confidence, though. We watched him on film. What was it? I want to say his first run went for like a TFL, like 4 yards. So we kind of knew what they were giving us. We had a misfit. Somebody got the wrong call on that. So we were short to that side. They had 4 blockers over there. Take a good back like that is going to take it untouched every time.
What makes Brock Purdy so hard to take down?
Just elusive. He's probably one of the most elusive players in the country, honestly. One of the most elusive I've played against. He got me a couple times today, and I usually don't get got. So.
Yeah, I think it was that deep throw.
Yeah.
Kind of made a move there. How did you bounce back from that?
Play ball. I done played almost 1,000 snaps this year. I got over 2,000 in my career. Next snap is a new play.
What was your view on Breece Hall's fumble at the goal line? Did you have any kind of view on if it was out before he crossed? Or?
I had blitz off the edge, so I didn't see much. I seen the ball pop. X-ray had actually got his knee on it. That's what popped it out. It was actually a touchdown, but they blew it dead because Alonzo picked it up and didn't get touched. So,
I think he got his knee on the ground in the end zone. They showed on the replay.
He did.
I think it was a good call. But, I mean, just to see them come out with the ball, coming out of the scrap, I mean, when they're going in to tie the game, what's your thought as a defender? Like, wait, we got the ball back?
Oh, yeah, it was definitely that. I thought he had got in, and then they said it was a fumble. I took it.
What's it like when zeros hit the clock? And I mean, defense. Neil talked about it. You guys have given up some drives late that have cost you opportunities, but this one you guys came up with 2 stands late. So when you see zeros hit the clock, what goes through your mind?
Really just all the work we put in throughout the week. Like going back to what I said earlier, that team embarrassed us. So, like coming into this week, we had a little extra mojo to it. We worked on everything that we seen out here. Even the final play, we were prepared to play a 4-quarter game, even longer than that. Like we just knew exactly what kind of game it was going to be. So everything we did, we were prepared for.
The offense had some answers to the other team's scores the past few weeks that put up points. What difference does that make for you all defensively, knowing that they can go back and get 7 if you can win?
They're finally hitting their stride. I had said it earlier in the year. They were down a little bit. We were picking them up a little bit. And throughout the last few games, a few weeks, they really just been having our back a lot. Like we gave up some very uncharacteristic plays today as a defense, and they went right back down and scored the ball. So kudos to them, the hard work that they've been putting in. Bryce had a big day. Daggy had a big day. He had the tip interception and stuff like that, but we don't really count. They still had a big day. Coach Brown called some good plays. Coach Parker called some good plays. O-line blocked good. Letty ran the ball hard. Everybody did their job over there.
You're one of the senior leaders on the defense. You had the big sack earlier in the game after Purdy made you miss the first time, so I knew you probably told him you're not going to let him get you again. But then late in the game, the other senior leader, Dante, probably the biggest defensive play other than the fumble. What was it like to see him not let him make him miss and get that big sack to force the 3rd and long?
It was big. Dante's been playing like some really, really, really good football these last couple of weeks. More than what you'll see in the stat sheet, just how he controls the line of scrimmage, plays his gap, and really just like demands attention. Like he's getting double and triple teamed every play. Akeem Mesidor too. But yeah, that was big for Dante. Dante worked hard all game, been getting double teamed, been getting chipped, and to finally make that type of play at that moment was big for him. I'm proud of him.
What do the even fronts do for your run defense?
Give us defined gaps. That's really about it. When you put 2 4 eyes over tackles, it makes it hard to run against. So because a lot of zone scheme are built off of tackles and climbing up. When you put a 4-eye right there, it's hard for them to combo up to a backer, so it makes it for better run lanes.
Idea there just to try to give them a little bit of a different look because you jumped in and out of it obviously a lot, or was it just more to counteract something specific they were doing?
Really just to give them a different look. Last year we lined up in a lot of 4 or 5 man fronts and slanted a lot, and we really played right into their hands. As you guys know, Brees Hall is a very patient back, so he's gonna wait till stuff wash down and cut back. But if we go straight up the field and limit his ability to just sit back there and make him move his feet a lot, it helps us out. And with us having those 4 eyes going straight up the field and creating a lot of penetration, it helped us out.